Morning, Raji. I think you are on mute.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you feeling?
Yes. Yeah.
It's early, right?
Actually, good time, but always, that extra 5 minutes is.
I know. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's good that you made it. It's nice to
Yes,
be here.
exactly. Yes. Uh,
How is your upper back doing?
so actually, I want to thank you and want to tell you that I went to the chiropractor,
Yeah.
as you have suggested. Finally, I went and the they like I think first one treatment done and was I see the difference, and then they gave me one belt to wear to support on the back that has to be wear all the time. But I see like improvement, like I see, and then I have another appointment on 6th.
Okay, cool. So actually not like the follow. So you were there last week, I'm guessing, or this week?
Just on the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Okay, so they sent you back like about 2 weeks after, roughly, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I will be very interested, how that's gonna go on the long run because my experience, at least in New Zealand, I don't know how chiropractors work here, but I know in New Zealand, um, that's why I said to you, it will be very helpful even after the first session, like you're going to notice the difference, at least like people do. Um, and in New Zealand, what they try to do is to have you back like really every week or every 2 weeks. So it's like, and they want to do that with you like ongoing. And
Uh-huh.
that's why it's really important. I always used to explain to my clients, it's like, if something is going on with the spine, what you're going through, you're going to notice the release in your upper back or lower back, or wherever the person has the issue. In your case is the upper back, obviously. However, you would not want to be going back there like every 2 weeks for years and years,
Yeah.
because what you need to do is as we also said that you will need to start exercising, because it has to be an entire lifestyle change. Chiropractors are really, really good, like if as I said, I usually use osteopath. Osteopath doesn't seem to be as popular here as chiropractors.
Uh,
Osteopath, I don't know if you know, it's like actually much more gentle, so they don't actually even crack anything unless they really have to. So they use much more gentle techniques. However, the goal is, once again, is that we don't rely on these people permanently, but rather we rely on our own bodies by reteaching our body how to stretch and how to exercise, because stretching as well as strengthening is going to be very, very important going forward. As well as obviously like changing the drinking more water and making some nutritional changes as well, so the entire lifestyle supports what's going on in the spine.
you are right. You are right. Absolutely right. Yeah. Yeah. So probably now the improvement, like now with the little improvement, probably I can start doing that stretching. And yeah, I am listening that the last time that you suggested the one song. with that music. That was me a lot.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm very, very happy to hear that, because yeah, it's also it's the mental part is equally important of the entire changes. So I'm really glad that you were even listening to that one song.
Yeah, and now it's like it's chanting in my mind.
Good.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I'm very excited to see you guys tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll have time to listen to that song and start working with it. I would like to think that we will. If not, we're going to start doing that from the following week anyway.
Great, great. And I have another thing that lately, like I will say, started 2-3 weeks,
Mhm.
and when I thought like I am having, I thought it's not like normal, but like 2-3 weeks, I am having like when I'm talking, I am having short breathing.
Okay. So is it every time you talk, or is it about certain subject or to a certain person, or when would be it is exactly happening?
Every time I talk, like I I talk and then I have to really like pause or like or take breathe or like clear my throat or something like that, but continuously I can't talk.
When did this start?
I'll say 3 weeks or so.
So about 3 weeks or so ago, when this started. Um,
And I tell you I went to the cardiologist.
no, okay.
I went to the cardiologist because of the upper back, and then also you had suggested right that visit once, and then so um, I I visited, and they have like the test is normal, EKG is normal, and they have recommended another few tests to do it, which is 2 weeks after. But otherwise, yeah, like that. Probably I need maybe more exercise, right? I need, yeah.
So the lungs itself connected to grief,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously the entire area chakra wise is connected to the heart chakra,
Yeah.
which is about love.
Mm.
So if we're looking at it from the chakra and the Chinese medicine wise, and from more like the east side of things, then I will have a think about what would be my suggestion. And I sent you a message, what would be my suggestion to do to try to understand what is the signal that your body is sending you, and why this signal is coming up. From my experience, I've mentioned to you that when I had a very stressful time in my life now, about 8-9 years ago. At the first time, I was going through a relationship that I was not happy in, and that's when the shortness of breath started for me. And I went to see the doctors. They done the ACG for the 24 hours or 48 hours long, and then they couldn't find anything. And then this only comes back very occasionally when I have very stressful times in my life. So once again, I will send you a message and make some suggestions. What could be the things that would be beneficial for you to do in this scenario? Because if the doctors can't see anything physically, then I can really imagine that what is going on is probably related still to some unconscious stress in your life.
Could be possible. Yes, you are right. Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm trying not to take stress, not to bother, like when you said, like live in presence as much as possible. Like I try to live in presence, and not to take stress, not to worry for tomorrow, like that. So I'm practicing that.
That is good. That is good. It's very, very important, that you practice that. And I just thought of this one exercise that could be really, really beneficial for you to do. This is the one that you've done with me a few times or a couple of times, is called the inner smile exercise.
Okay.
Because the inner smile is the one when we it's a meditation where you close your eyes and then you make every organ smile in the body, and then just go through the whole lot.
Okay.
Just have smiling. Now, the reason why I am suggesting to do that is because if you use the inner smile, consciously visualizing that you are actually smiling, and you are smiling, with your various organs and body parts and all your cells, it has a very healing effect on the body.
Okay. I have done it and I know like things, but I'm not practicing that. So probably I'll do that. I'll start doing that.
You can even just give it a go for, a month on the daily basis. I can resend you the shorter and the longer version of it, because there's the 5 minutes version and there is the 20 minutes version of the inner smile that you could be listening to. And the reason I'm suggesting it, because for example, this exact exercise works on the basis on even that we don't have to believe in it, but it still works.
Yes. Yeah.
Like having that imaginary lemon, the body's reacting in a certain way. And there is actually a story that my teacher often tells, where one of his clients, and I told you he calls himself a recovering psychotherapist because he used to be in psychotherapy, but he found this new neuroscience-based method, as well as mixing it with hypnotherapy, way more beneficial than psychotherapy. And part of that entire new technique that he teaches for probably the past 30 years at least, is inner smile. And then so one of his clients came to see him and said to him that he's got like a mole on his hand and he doesn't know what it is, and it's just kind of like growing and it's not really it just looks weird. So my teacher suggested to him that he's a psychotherapist, but in the same time he was part of this course, and on the course he was learning the inner smile, right? But as just the course started, when a teacher said to him, like, go and see a doctor about it. So as this course began, he went to see a doctor about it, and the doctor said, well, it's actually skin cancer, so we'll need to do something about it. And he decided that, okay, I don't necessarily believe this doctor, so he went to have a secondary opinion. And the second doctor also said, it is a skin cancer, and we need to do some cutting and removing it. So he was like, okay, we'll do it, not right away, kind of thing. So he went back to the course. He learned, because at that point, before that, he hasn't learned the inner smile, and then he learned the inner smile technique that he ended up using every night and every morning for about, I think it was a month. And he also visualized that this mole was getting kind of like burnt off or removed from his skin. So he really just imagined that, it's getting removed and it's a normal skin, getting removed and it's a normal skin. And then about a month later, this mole just fall off. And he was like, this is weird, right? So he went back to the first doctor, and the first doctor said, well, it couldn't be, skin cancer, because it wouldn't just fall off. And he was like, well, okay. Then he went back to the second doctor. The second doctor said, like, yeah, no, probably misdiagnosed, two doctor misdiagnosed him. Because the skin cancer can't just fall off like that. Okay, fine, whatever it was. Then what he didn't tell my teacher, that he had to go back to this other doctor, because actually he had not only apparently the skin cancer, but he actually had leukemia, which is blood cancer, right? So he had to go back to see the doctor. And he went back to see this doctor, and the leukemia doctor. And the doctor did his blood work and everything, and then gave him a call once the results came back and said, what did you do? Because you actually have no leukemia any longer. And the only difference that he was changing in his life over this period was doing the inner smile. So I'm not saying that, the inner smile is going to, heal things, because obviously we're not allowed to claim anything like this. I am just simply saying that this inner smile technique can, if it's used, once or twice a day, this person used it twice a day for at least a month, and managed to, make himself symptom-free of his leukemia, then inner smile is actually one of those techniques where, we can make amazing changes to our bodies, however the doctor's diagnosing our condition. And now, based on that, let's do a little bit of a movement, because now we know how effective inner smile is. Let's start actually by putting a smile on our face. And as we put that smile on our face, you're most welcome to play the music if it's handy. If not, don't worry about it. I'm not going to send it to you right now, because you might be listening to me on your phone. And instead, I'm just going to ask you to sit in what I call a rock position, where you are actually sitting on your knees. So it's kind of like this. And so from here, you're going to put both of your hands on your knees, and you're going to really go back and curve your spine. And then you're going to come back and really arch your back. So arching the back, and then we're going to curve the back. And I'm going to ask you to keep this chin up. So it's not lifting up, but it's just keeping it neutral the entire time. And then I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and as you are moving your back, you're going to inhale as you go forward, opening up the chest, and exhaling as you are going back. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. And when the movement becomes natural and it feels you got the flow, I'm going to ask you to start observing your lower back. Really consciously pay attention to that part of your spine and just feel into the movement. So when you're at the front, really arch it. And when you are at the back, try to curve it as much as possible. And just observe that 15 centimeter, 20 centimeter long area as you are moving it. And I'm just going to allow you to move it in your own rhythm. So you don't have to do it exactly at the same time as me. It's just however it feels comfortable for you right now. And then I'm going to invite you to start focusing in the mid-back. Keep doing the same movement, warming up the spine, keeping the chin up. And just feel into the movement. Feel what's happening into that mid-back area. And maybe you feel that it's very hard to observe it. Maybe you feel that it's numb. Or maybe you feel that you are exactly able to locate every tiny movement as you are going back and forth. Whatever the case is, just observe it with kindness. And then we're going to make a change and start observing the upper body. And as you are moving your upper body, simply still just back and forth, observe that maybe you can even curve your spine more, coming to the front and pushing your shoulders back more. And as you go to the back, you might notice that you can even do a bigger curve at the back and just really move the spine back and forth, observing the reality of this movement this morning, however it presents itself, and just still keep focusing on the upper back. Feel the movement. One more. All right, come back to neutral. Keep your eyes closed. Now, what I'm going to suggest is that we're going to start moving the spine, but this time around, we're going to do it faster. So we're really going to move it much faster, including the breathing with it as well. So you're going to go, maybe you start going back first with the exhalation, and then you're going to come forward with the inhalation. So keep your eyes closed. I'm just going to show you how fast I would like you to go with the movement. So we're going to go. Sorry. So let's go. And now inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale forward, inhale forward. Open up the chest. Inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So this time we're doing it together. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Just through the nose. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Keep going. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Just a little longer. Slide your hands on your thighs and keep going. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Keep your eyes closed and just focus on the movement. Feel it in your upper back, feel it in your mid back, feel it in your lower back. Speeding up a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and rest. Keep your eyes closed and just feel how is the movement feel in your body, or the stillness rather. Feel the energy that you have just created. Notice what you are noticing any warmth, any heat being generated. Can you notice the body's vibrating? As you're breathing, just notice it. Beautiful. Then you can go to an easy cross-leg position, when you are crossing the legs front of you, or sit into the rock pose, or you can straighten your legs front of you, or bring them out to be in a nice wide spread with your legs. So whatever is your preference, it's totally fine. What we're going to do now is we're actually just going to lift our arms up to the sides, and then from here, one palm going to be facing up and one palm is going to be facing down. And then you're just going to straight out the arms, and you're going to look at the hand where the palm is facing down. And as you are looking at that palm where the hand is, not the palm, sorry, you're looking at the hand where the palm is facing down, and then remember the other one is facing up. You then going to gently turn your head and rotate your hands. So you end up once again looking at the palm that's looking down, and the other palm is now the one that's looking up. And again, we're going to rotate and change. And again, you're ending up with the one that's facing down. So, and change. And this is just a really beautiful exercise, once again, working on the thoracic spine, mobilizing it, bringing flexibility in a functional way into it. And remember, always one palm down, one palm is up, and you're always looking at the palm that's looking down. And when you feel comfortable with this movement, you can even close your eyes. And regardless that your eyes are closed, always remember that you're still looking at the hand with your closed eyes, the hand that is facing down. And really keep your spine up, open up the chest. And I want you to notice how your body is breathing at this moment. And just keep making the changes with the speed that feels comfortable for you. Just go side to side. And once you observe the breathing, I'm going to invite you to observe how it feels in your arms and your shoulders to start with. You can separately observe your right shoulder and then the left shoulder. You can observe your neck, the back of the neck. And observe the upper body, the entire upper chest, back, sorry, I meant. Just observe how it feels. Let's do one more each side. And when the second one is done, just rest your arms down. And once again, observe what you are able to notice. Wonderful. And just open up your eyes. And I'm going to invite you to bring your hands in either prayer pose, put it on your heart, bring that smile on your face. Imagine your day. If you're going into the office, imagine it's going to be a very happy day. It's going to be a very happy drive, or however you are going to get to work. And imagine how well the entire day is going to go. And notice that you are still keeping that smile on your face even as you are at work. Notice how it feels meeting with all your colleagues and the people that you are meeting today. Just observe it. And then go through your day. Notice that you are still smiling. Then imagine that you are coming back home from work and you are still smiling. And then when you are at home, notice what you're going to do. Maybe cooking dinner, maybe going out to have dinner, maybe ordering in, spending time with your family, and you still have that smile on your face. Yeah. That's right. And just notice how your entire night is going to go. And imagine when you go to sleep tonight, to dream that deep and meaningful sleep and dream. Then you're still going to have that smile on your face as you fall asleep tonight. And you're going to think back of this moment and be like, yes, today was another amazing day. And tomorrow you'll have the opportunity to live that again. So thank you for being here with me today. I really do appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Thursday night.